Welcome dear students to another session on creative coding. Our today's topic is underwater antics. Our learning objective is using a conditional phrase like if to make the sprite bounce off the edge and to program a sprite to change the appearance in response to its environment. Let's have a look at our creative coding challenge. As you can see, there is a fish and there is an octopus. Now let's look at the scenario. Getting started, select underwater 3 as the backdrop, choose octopus and fish 3 from the sprite library, reduce the size of each sprite and change the direct or position of each sprite as required. Now let's open the Scratch software. I've opened online Scratch editor. And now I'm going to click on the stage backdrop option and here I'm going to type underwater. So my background is going to be this one. And next I'm going to add a sprite. The first one is a fish. Okay. Fish. And then the second sprite is an octopus. I'm going to delete the cat sprite. I click on the fish. Let me check the costumes of the fish. So there are different costumes. I'm going to select this fish and click on code and octopus. Let me check the costumes. I'm going to select this one as the costume for my octopus. Now it says reduce the size of each sprite and change the direction or position of each sprite as required. I'm going to place the octopus on top and the fish at the bottom. And then I'm going to reduce the size of my fish to 80%. And my octopus, again I'm going to change its size to 80. Okay, a little smaller. Now let me open the first challenge. The first challenge is, can you make both sprites keep moving and bounce off the edges? Now we want both the sprites moving. So which block should I go to? Yes, it's a motion block. So I'm going to move 10 steps here. Alright, and next is, we need to assign an event to this. When should this fish move? So I'll go to the events. I'll take when flag is clicked, move 10 steps. So I'll click on the flag, it's moving 10 steps. But I want it to happen continuously without stopping. So how to make the fish move continuously? How do we do it? Yes, it is by using loops. So to open the loops, I'll go to the control block and here we have forever loop. So I'm going to place move 10 steps inside the forever loop and attach it to when flag clicked. Now let me check this program. I'll click on the flag. My sprite is moving. But if you see now, my sprite went out of the screen. I don't want my sprite to be out of the screen. Let me click on stop. I don't want it to go out of the screen. I want it to move back when it touches the edge. So how do we do that? For that we have a command in the motion block and go down, you find the command as if edge bounce. See, if you see here, there is a command if on edge bounce. So let me place this below move 10 steps. Now let me click on flag. So when my fish sprite touches the edge, it bounces back. But if you can see, when the fish touches the edge, when it turns, it's flipped. But I don't want it to flip. So how do we set this? Let me stop it. And now I'll click on the direction. And here if you see, the rotate is on. Let me click on this left or right button. Now when I click on the flag, the fish touches the edge and it bounces back, but it doesn't flip its body. So now I need to copy the same program from the fish sprite to the octopus sprite. I'll click on Ctrl and C keys from my keyboard, shortcut keys, and then go to Octopus, Ctrl and V. It gets pasted. Now let me click on the flag and test it out. So if you see, the octopus is also flipping. So how do I fix it? Yes, click on the octopus sprite, click on direction, and this time off the rotate and set it to this. And if you want the octopus to move, go down, just move a little bit of this. So if you see, the octopus is moving down and then bouncing to different edges. So it goes to random position this way. I'll do the same with the fish. I'll click on directions. I'll just move this a little bit down. See, it's going on in random directions now. Now let's look at the second challenge. Our second challenge is to add the sound effect to the sprite. I'll click on the fish sprite. Now I have to go to sounds block. I'll take play sound until done. But if I select this command, it waits until the sound is being played. If you see, let me test it out. Bubbles, I'll take bubbles as a sound. Let me click on the play button. So the fish sprite has not started moving because it's waiting for the bubble sound to end. So that's why we cannot use this play sound until done command. So what I'm going to do is, instead of play sound until done, I'm going to choose start sound, and I'm going to change this to bubbles. So let me click on play. So if you see, the fish is moving and the bubble sound is there at the background. Our third challenge, can you make the fish talk to the octopus? To make the fish talk, I'll go to the looks block. I'll take the say command. So what do I want to say? I'm going to say, watch out not to touch me. Okay, watch out not to touch me. The fish doesn't want the octopus to touch it. Okay, so now I'll click on the flag. Now let's see. It's continuously sending a message saying, watch out, do not touch me. Okay. Our last challenge is to change the color of the octopus when it touches the fish. Change the color of the octopus when it touches the fish. So now I'm going to click on the octopus sprite. So when it touches the fish, I want it to change the color. So when I use when, it is a condition. So I need to take the condition from the control block, that is if command. If touching the fish. So touching comes in the sensing block. If you see here, the first command is touching mouse pointer. If I click on this drop down, I have edge or the fish. So I'll click on fish. So I'm going to place this logical test inside this. So if the octopus is touching the fish, what do you want to happen? Okay, but if you see, this if command has only one output. I have not taken if else statement. I have taken only if statement. It has only one output. Only when the logical test is true, this output will be taken. So if octopus is touching the fish, I want it to change the effects. So I'll go to looks. I'll search for the effects command, change color by 25. Okay, so let's see what happens. I'll place this inside the forever loop. If I place it outside, what happens is it never gets played because the forever loops keeps going on forever. So I need to place it inside after if edge bounds. So I'll click on the flag. Now let's see what happens. My octopus is moving, so when it is touching the fish, it changes the color. So now I feel my octopus and fish are moving too fast. How do I change the speed of it? Yes, by changing the steps. If I reduce the steps, the speed will decrease. If I increase the steps, the speed will increase. I'll make the steps as 5 and I'll click on play. So now if you see, they are moving very slowly. So I have a challenge for you. The challenge is, whenever the octopus touches the fish, I want the count to change. I want a variable here that keeps a count of how many times the octopus is touching the fish. Can you do that? Yes, you surely can. So when you complete this program, you will be able to select a backdrop and a sprite, program 2 sprites separately, use a conditional if phrase to make the sprite bounce off the edge, to add sound effects, and to make sprites talk, and to program a sprite to change the appearance in response to the environment. So here are some useful clues that I'm going to attach. And next is, this is the Google form. Click on it and you can attempt the Google form. Thank you for watching the video. Stay safe, stay healthy and have a great day.